What if I told you that the ritual you've trusted for decades, the hot morning shower that feels like a fresh start, the steamy escape from silence or stiffness, could be slowly undermining your comfort, safety, and even your independence? Most of us were raised with a single gold standard: daily bathing equals good hygiene. It's drilled into us like brushing our teeth or tying our shoes. But for millions of seniors, that rule is quietly breaking down behind closed doors. Because the truth is, your skin, your balance, your immune system, they don't respond the same at 75 as they did at 35. And clinging to habits meant for a younger, faster recovering body might be doing more harm than help. You see, there's a quiet conversation happening behind doctors' doors, in dermatology offices, and in the gentle guidance of geriatric nurses, one that questions everything we've been taught about clean. It's not about being dirty or careless. It's about understanding the invisible shifts in our aging biology. Skin once thick and resilient thins out like rice paper. Circulation that used to sprint now strolls. Even the emotional meaning of a shower, the symbolism of control, order, or even coping, can change dramatically with time. Today, we're diving into 6 science-backed reasons why you might want to rethink how often you shower after 60. Not just for comfort, not just to save water, but to guard your skin's immune armor, to prevent the types of infections that creep in through innocent dry patches, to reduce the risk of slipping in a fogged-up bathroom, and maybe even to gently check in on your emotional state when everything else feels like it's shifting. You're going to meet real people in this story. Harald, who couldn't figure out why his forearms were constantly red and itchy. Clara, who was chasing rashes until a single change in routine brought peace. Walter, who learned the hard way that one slip in the bathroom can rewrite your next 6 months. This isn't a lecture, it's a kind conversation with your future self, the one that deserves dignity, comfort, and calm. So if you've ever stepped out of the shower feeling drier, itchier, more tired, or just puzzled by the sudden rebellion of your own skin, you're not alone. And this video may change how you think about one of the most automatic rituals in your day. Let's begin with what no one tells you about aging skin. 1. Skin sensitivity and damage. Aging skin becomes thinner, drier, and more fragile. Daily hot showers and strong soaps strip essential oils, increasing risk of cracking, infections, and chronic irritation. Dermatologists recommend reducing frequency and switching to lukewarm water and mild cleansers. Skin is your largest organ, and with age, it becomes your most vulnerable armor. What used to bounce back after a long swim or a hot soak now reacts with irritation, flaking, and mysterious redness. The first major reason seniors should reconsider frequent showering is simple. Your skin can't handle the same treatment anymore. It's not about vanity, it's about biology. By the time you reach your 70s, your skin produces less oil, less collagen, and has a thinner outer layer. The result? A weakened barrier that loses moisture faster and heals slower. Hot water, harsh soaps, and constant scrubbing don't just remove dirt. They strip away the natural oils your body needs to keep your skin supple and protected. And once that layer is gone, you're exposed. It's like taking the shingles off your roof and wondering why there's a leak. That itch on your back, that tight feeling after drying off, those little cracks near your elbows or shins, they're warning signs. And if ignored, they can lead to serious infections. There's a man I remember, Harold, 81, sharp-minded, proud of his routine. Rain or shine, every morning started the same. Hot shower, strong soap, firm scrubbing. But over time, red patches began appearing on his forearms and calves. No cream worked. His dermatologist finally asked about his bathing habits. When Harold agreed hesitantly to cut back to 2 showers a week and switch to fragrance-free cleansers, something remarkable happened. Within 3 weeks, the redness faded. The itching stopped. The discomfort that had haunted his mornings for years simply disappeared. And yet, the hardest part wasn't changing the soap. It was challenging the belief that he was being less clean. That mindset is stubborn. We think frequency equals hygiene. But as we age, it's not about more, it's about smart. Doctors now suggest that unless you've been sweating heavily or doing physical labor, a full body shower 2 or 3 times a week is enough. On other days, spot clean. Hands, underarms, groin, feet. Choose lukewarm water instead of hot. Use non-drying cleansers, not traditional bar soaps. And always moisturize afterward, arms, legs, back within 3 minutes of drying off. Because when you nurture your skin, you're not just treating the surface. You're protecting the first line of defense your body has left. You're saying, I see you. I'll go gentler now. 2. Weakened immune system. Over-showering removes beneficial bacteria and breaks down the skin's immune barrier. Seniors are more prone to infections like cellulitis and fungal issues due to slower healing. Spot cleaning key areas is often better than full body scrubbing. The second reason doctors caution against frequent showering in older adults goes far deeper than just dry skin. It's about your immune system and the silent battleground happening right on your skin's surface. Most people don't realize this, but your skin isn't just a shell. It's alive with millions of microscopic allies, beneficial bacteria that form a protective ecosystem known as your skin microbiome. These tiny organisms act like your body's personal neighborhood. Watch, defending against harmful invaders, keeping inflammation in check, and helping wounds heal properly. But when you shower too often, especially with antibacterial soaps or scalding water, you're not just washing off sweat or dust. You're erasing those good bacteria. You're bulldozing the healthy defenses your skin built up through years of adaptation. And as you age, this damage matters more. Seniors already have a slower healing process and reduced immune function. If the skin barrier is broken, it's like opening the front door and disabling the alarm system. Germs get in more easily. That minor crack behind your knee, that scratch that used to heal in 2 days, they now become potential entry points for bacterial infections like cellulitis, fungal rashes, or persistent sores. One woman, Clara, comes to mind. She was 77 and meticulous. She showered every single morning, kept her towels fresh, never missed a beat. But she began developing recurring rashes, first on her back, then her legs. Her doctor noticed something odd. Despite her cleanliness, the infections kept coming. The culprit? Over-showering. She had unknowingly scrubbed away the protective bacteria her body depended on. Once she reduced her showering to 3 times a week and started moisturizing religiously, the infections stopped completely. She hadn't been too dirty, she had been too clean. And that's the paradox many seniors face. Decades of being told to scrub every inch now collide with the truth that strategic washing is smarter than frequent washing. Focus on the vital areas: underarms, groin, feet, hands, and face. Every day if needed. But give your skin time to recover in between full body baths. If that feels uncomfortable at first, remember, True hygiene isn't about how often you shower. It's about protecting your body's natural balance. And in your golden years, that balance becomes one of your most powerful allies. 3. Fall risk in the bathroom. Wet floors, steam, and blood pressure drops increase the risk of dangerous falls. Seniors are especially vulnerable during morning or night showers. Showering less frequently, using safety features, grab bars, shower chairs, and choosing alert times improve safety. Now we move from the microscopic to the physical, from what's happening on your skin to what's happening under your feet. The third reason doctors urge seniors to rethink daily showers is simple, and yet often overlooked: the risk of falling. The bathroom, already the most hazardous room in the house, becomes a slippery trap when wet tiles, foggy mirrors, and fast-changing body temperatures collide. As you age, your balance doesn't rebound the way it used to. Inner ear sensitivity, decreased muscle mass, and slower reflexes make even small slips dangerous. And the combination of hot water and enclosed steam can cause your blood pressure to dip, suddenly leading to dizziness, disorientation, or even fainting. Imagine stepping into the shower at 6 a.m., still groggy, cold tile underfoot. The room fills with steam. Your vision blurs slightly. You bend to pick up the soap, and suddenly your legs give out. That's not just hypothetical. That's exactly what happened to Walter. He was 83, strong for his age, and fiercely independent. He insisted on starting each day with a piping hot shower, his wake-up ritual. But one winter morning, the steam fogged his glasses just enough. His bathroom mat shifted slightly. His blood pressure dropped, and he fell. A fractured pelvis, 6 weeks in rehab, and a bruised confidence that took months to rebuild. It wasn't the water that hurt him. It was the routine. After his recovery, Walter made some smart changes. He switched to 3 showers a week, always during mid-morning, when he felt most alert. He installed grab bars, used a shower chair, and kept the lights bright. Most importantly, he stopped thinking of less showering as giving something up. He started seeing it as protecting what mattered, his freedom. Falls aren't just accidents, they're tipping points. For many older adults, a single misstep can mean the end of living independently. And while bathing is essential, safety must come first. That means reconsidering when you shower, how long you stay, how hot the water is, and whether you need added support inside the space. This isn't about fear. It's about foresight. The same self-respect that made you keep your hygiene routine all these years now calls for a new kind of wisdom. Because staying clean is important, but staying upright is even more so. 4. Circulation challenges. Excessive hot showers can cause blood vessel dilation, dizziness, and even fainting. Seniors with heart issues or low blood pressure are especially at risk. Moderation, lukewarm, brief showers 2 to 3x week, support circulation without overwhelming the body. The fourth reason to adjust your showering routine in later years is more subtle, but just as critical. It's about circulation, that invisible highway system moving blood, oxygen, and nutrients through your body. As we age, this system slows down. The blood vessels lose elasticity. The heart pumps with a little less force, and cold feet or tingling legs become regular guests in your day. That's why many seniors struggle with temperature regulation or slow wound healing. And while a warm shower can temporarily help by dilating blood vessels and boosting circulation, there's a line between helpful and harmful. Long, hot showers might feel soothing, but over time, They can stress your cardiovascular system in ways your body no longer tolerates well. Excess heat causes vessels to expand rapidly. Your blood pressure drops. If you're already managing heart conditions, diabetes, or low blood pressure, this can lead to fatigue, dizziness, or in extreme cases fainting. That's exactly what George learned. A widower at 79, he found comfort in his twice daily showers. "It keeps me feeling alive," he said. But his doctor noticed a pattern. George would sometimes feel weak mid-morning, needing to sit down or skip breakfast. The connection wasn't obvious until they looked at his shower routine. Long, steamy sessions morning and night were overtaxing his already delicate circulation. The solution wasn't to stop showering altogether, it was to shower smarter. George switched to lukewarm water, shortened his routine, and spaced his showers out to every few days. And the result? Not only did the dizziness disappear, he said he felt more energized during the day. It was a small shift, but it gave him his rhythm back. For seniors, moderation is medicine. A short, warm, not hot shower 2 to 3 times a week gives the circulatory system a gentle boost without pushing it too far. And if you still want that refreshed feeling on non-shower days, a warm washcloth to the neck and hands can do wonders. The goal isn't to avoid stimulation. It's to avoid overstimulation. Because aging gracefully means learning your new limits and adjusting before your body forces you to. In the end, it's not about giving things up. It's about staying strong enough to keep doing the things you love without unnecessary risk. 5. Mental and emotional health signals. Overbathing or avoiding bathing can reflect emotional distress, for example, grief, depression, anxiety. Hygiene habits can serve as clues to underlying mental health shifts. Balanced routines foster emotional stability without masking deeper issues. For many seniors, bathing is more than just hygiene. It's a ritual of self-definition, a moment of clarity, a way to feel control when other parts of life feel increasingly unpredictable. And yet, beneath that steamy surface lies something few people talk about. Your shower habits might reveal how your mind is really doing. That's the 5th major reason to rethink your routine, not for your body this time, but for your emotional health. You see, when routines become rituals, they can either stabilize us or quietly expose the cracks beneath. Some older adults find themselves bathing far more than necessary morning and night, sometimes in the middle of the day. Why? Because the world has gotten quiet, lonelier, more uncertain. A long hot shower can feel like a safe haven. It's not about being clean, it's about feeling something. The rush of water, the heat, the structure. Others drift in the opposite direction. A once daily ritual gets skipped, then skipped again. Motivation fades. Depression, grief, or low energy sneak in under the radar. And before long, the hygiene routine dissolves not out of neglect, but out of emotional fatigue. Doctors and geriatric psychologists know these patterns well. It's why they often ask about showering during checkups, not to shame or judge, but to listen. Because a sudden change in hygiene often mirrors a deeper emotional shift. Just ask Sharon. She was 76 when her husband of 52 years passed away. In the months that followed, she began showering twice a day, every day. Morning to start the day, night to help her sleep. When her daughter asked why, she simply said, "It makes me feel like I'm still in control." But over time, her skin suffered red, irritated, dry. Her energy dipped. And when she finally spoke to her doctor, she broke down. The extra showers weren't cleanliness, they were coping. With support and gentle counseling, Sharon slowly shifted her habits. One morning shower, a moisturizing ritual. Journaling instead of the second bath. And her grief began to soften, not disappear, but settle into something manageable. That's the truth no one tells you. How we bathe reflects how we feel. And while showering less often might seem insignificant, it could be a way to bring balance physically. Yes, but emotionally too. You don't need to prove your strength through routine. You're already strong. But if the water is hiding something, you deserve to face it. Not alone. Not in silence. But gently, in the way all healing begins. 6. Long-term independence and comfort. Adjusting shower habits supports both physical and mental well-being. Less frequent, safer, and more mindful bathing helps maintain independence and quality of life in later years. So what does it all mean? Why does something as ordinary as a shower carry so much weight, physically, emotionally, even spiritually after a certain age? Because at its core, bathing isn't just a task, it's a mirror. It reflects how we care for ourselves, how we adapt, and how willing we are to listen when our bodies speak in quieter, more fragile tones. The 6th and final reason doctors recommend reevaluating your shower habits is the most holistic of all, preserving your independence and peace of mind. You see, the right hygiene routine isn't just about skin or falls or bacteria. It's about staying in your own home longer. It's about maintaining the strength, clarity, and calm that let you cook your own meals, take your morning walk, enjoy your grandchildren, or simply wake up without pain or fear. Every smart habit you build, from switching to gentler soap to installing safety bars, is a brick in the foundation of independent living. It's not about doing less. It's about doing better. When you bathe with awareness less often, with more care, you reduce fall risk, skin breakdown, infection, dizziness, and even subtle emotional wear and tear. It's a chain reaction of small wins. Less time in slippery environments means fewer accidents. Better skin health means fewer doctor visits. Better circulation means more energy. Balanced emotional routines mean less isolation. These aren't theoretical perks. They're the daily victories that keep seniors like you independent longer, physically well, emotionally resilient, and free to live life on your terms. I want you to remember this. Caring for yourself doesn't stop at cleanliness. It expands into kindness, into intention, into choosing routines that love your future self as much as your past one. There's no shame in adapting. There's wisdom in it. And sometimes saying, "I'll skip the shower today and moisturize instead," is the strongest, smartest choice you can make. You're not giving up control. You're taking it back from outdated rules, from unnecessary risks, from the quiet pressure to just keep doing what you've always done. Because what you always did was right for who you used to be. But now you know better. Now you have new information. And now you get to write a gentler chapter 1 where cleanliness and compassion live side by side. So here's the bottom line. After 60, hygiene is no longer about strict schedules or outdated routines. It's about listening, adapting, and choosing peace over pressure. The number of times you shower in a week doesn't define your dignity, but how you feel afterward, physically, emotionally, energetically, absolutely does. What works for someone else might not be what your skin, your body, or your heart needs right now. And that's okay. There is no universal rule book for aging. Well, but there is wisdom in adjusting with grace. If you feel dry, itchy, dizzy, or anxious, pay attention. If your shower feels like a ritual of calm and clarity, embrace it, but on your terms. Not because of guilt, not because it's what you've always done, but because it's how you show up for yourself now. After all, the best self-care routines in later life don't begin with soap or water. They begin with respect for the skin that's carried you through storms, the joints that still hold you upright, the heart that's weathered loss and joy, and the soul that is still, even now, becoming. So if you're ready to let go of the myth that daily equals better, you're not falling behind. You're moving forward with awareness, with wisdom, and with kindness toward the person you are today. Shower less, maybe, but care more. That's what truly matters.